Alrighty, welcome back to Monster Mates episode 18.
Yes, welcome to season 4 of episode 18. Spencer, please choose a number between 1 and 90.
13.
13 is a number you haven't chosen yet.
Alright.
It is also going to be the Kappa girls.
Oh god damn it.
Let's see what Kappas have in store for us today. Get your Kappas ready in chat, everyone.
How many kidnapped children will they have?
Yes.
Oh no.
This is a short. I mean, this was from the original.
Oh, it is from the original. Okay.
Yeah, it was in 2009 that this girl came out. Goodness sakes.
Wow.
All right. Do you want to read this or should I?
I'll read it.
Okay.
An aquatic type monster that inhabits watery areas like marshes and rivers throughout the land of Zimpangu region. Its form is close to a human, but it has green skin and carries around...
Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry to interrupt you. We forgot to give an initial rating.
Oh, shit. You right.
All right.
Listen, I'm new here.
It's not like we've been doing this for, 4 years now?
Oh, don't say that.
What are we giving this out of 10?
I would ponder to give this a 2.
Is it because you know the real folklore of
yes.
this? Okay, fair.
They kidnapped many a child and drowned them.
Indeed. I'm gonna give this on looks alone.
If on looks alone, like a 4.
4?
But knowing them, it's like brings it to a 2.
I'm giving this I'm gonna give this a 4. I'm gonna give this an initial. Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Goodness sakes, an initial 4 on the rating.
Your body's fighting you on that 4.
A little bit, I guess so. It wants Kappa ass, but. Anyways, continue on.
Okay, it carries around a dish-like object on top of their head. They also have a shell and webbed feet, allowing it to swim effortlessly. Most of them are mischievous and have a strong-willed personality, but they aren't very violent. Kappa children often intermingle and play with human children. Oh god.
Here we go.
They especially like playing a game popular in Zimpangu called Sumo, which involves pushing one's opponents out of a ring or pushing one's opponents down. Okay. Compared to human girls, their bodies are far more robust, and with their mighty strength, they can even pin boys down. Sexist. But don't let yourself be fooled. They are monsters, and as far as they are connected, the children they meet are just future marks. God! Wow!
Uh-oh.
No! Please don't turn off the episode, I swear!
Twilight fans coming in hot.
Through their socialization with human children, they unconsciously decide who they will have as their husband.
At least it's unconscious.
Oh. Even when they push boys down and pin them down during sumo, they experience a powerful arousal they can't quite understand themselves. Their devilish nature is unconsciously awaiting the future when they will pin down a man in the same way and have sex with him. Once they have grown a certain amount, their lust suddenly swells greatly. They will go in heat and assault the man they targeted during childhood and attempt to force intercourse.
Oh boy.
Why did I read this one? And additionally, while their body is wet, their physical abilities increase, and when their scales that appear like clothing get wet, they squeeze their body, producing arousal and increasing lust. So they are extremely dangerous when near the water. If they sight their mark approaching the water's edge, they will drag him in immediately and try to initiate sexual intercourse. One must be very cautious.
That's an understatement.
The dishes they carry on their heads are always wet with water. The dish is their weak point. If it dries up, not only will they lose strength, but she will also become extremely sensitive to stimulation. Touch the area and she'll no longer be able to move. Oh, alright. The Kappa strongly prefer the vegetable known as the cucumber. Especially when they are very little, they're often seen with cucumber in their mouth.
Keep reading.
According to one explanation, it may be that rather than taste, has more to do with the shape of the cucumber, which they are instinctively drawn to due to their devilish nature. It is also said that the Kappa during childhood may especially prefer cucumbers because it's something that they can practice for when they have sex with a man in the future. I like to give my rating.
No, you ain't.
No.
No, you ain't. Not yet. Man, that's hilarious.
All right, what is okay?
Of course, it's a cucumber. That's so funny. Very 2009 indeed. That's so funny.
God damn it!
Oh goodness.
I'm getting.
Too bad Kenko Cross couldn't have made this one a few years later. Then it would have been an eggplant instead.
It definitely would have been an eggplant.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so listen.
Okay.
I'm going to come at this. In a different way.
Yes.
I'm going to come at this as if it is the story of a childhood friend.
Indeed.
And going towards that wholesome manner of childhood friend.
Okay.
How else are we supposed to talk about this one? You first then.
So I have a philosophical question for you.
Yeah?
Do you think grooming is a nature or a nurture trait?
That's probably one of the most awful things you've ever asked me in my life.
I think give it a few months, it'll be the second worst. Give it a few months, it'll be the second worst.
Well, clearly, it's nurtured. I hate it.
Apparently for Kappa girls, it's nature.
Okay, so are they, like, how old are Kappa girls when they're like, oh yeah, the Kappas are playing with children, marking them for the future, and I'm like, okay, how old are these Kappas when they're doing this?
Okay, so, how do I phrase this?
If they are the same age, I'd be like, okay, unconsciously...
I'm not, okay,
you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, no, because it says when they're kids as well.
Okay.
So we're presuming they're like 8 or 9.
Okay.
Roughly.
Okay.
Maybe even like 6.
Gotcha. And then in the future,
when they're like older teens.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
When everyone has sex.
Yes. Pretty much that's when the hormones start to fully be realized, and it's like, oh, so this is what that feeling was.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm just a monster. Fuck me. Do you think the person that they marked has like a symbol over their heads, like marked?
I feel like it's like the Shinigami eyes, where they can see it. Every other Kappa can see it. No one else can see it.
Yeah, you just look at it like, huh.
That's how I picture it.
Okay. only you can see it.
Oh, goodness sakes. Oh
no.
Kenko, why'd you have to draw this one with such a fat ass? It's I'm sorry, it is extremely distracting, but I'm also enjoying it.
Yes, you pointed it out. Like, yeah, he really did draw with just
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining.
I'm just surprised because because Kenko is usually like a thighs and tits like pictures.
A connoisseur. I think and as time has gone, he's leaning the muscle too.
A little bit.
So,
but either way,
what I would say about this is that.
Also, the fact, can we talk about no other games, specifically sumo?
Yeah.
Sumo wrestling. Traditional sumo wrestling.
You think she's like the girl in the corner sweating, going, hey guys, I know a game we can play. It's sumo. And they're like, I don't know if we want to play it. Come on, it's really cool.
I feel like some of them are. Or I feel like if a particular Kappa girl has been like around a group of guys consecutively throughout the years, and she always brings up sumo.
Yeah.
I feel like eventually it looks like that.
I'm going to out a friend here.
Yeah, which friend?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
Because I knew her in high school, and she told me a story of her. She hit puberty before anyone else. In her friend group of girls.
Okay.
And she was gay.
Oh boy.
So,
a very great combination.
Well, what she ended up doing was, because none of her friends had hit the point of like, oh, what sexuality doesn't matter, whatever.
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, we should play Twister."
Oh man.
And all the friends were like, "That sounds like fun!" And she was the only one really into it. And I'm like, "You cannot." So that's what this reminds me of. She going like, "Hey guys, we should play sumo."
I know. I don't think rather you've seen this anime yet.
Yeah.
A world in which the concept of dirty jokes
I'm
doesn't
aware of
exist.
it's the girl with the panties on her head, right?
Yes, that's
I'm
the one.
aware.
There is a character you've more than likely seen from that anime. It's I believe she has like a sort of silverish, beige-ish looking hair. She constantly has like, or at least in most of the popular images, has like the pink hearts in her eyes.
Yes. Okay. You said that. Okay, got it.
Yes.
I've seen a picture
I
of her.
imagine that's what she looks like when she's bringing up, when a Kappa girl is bringing up sumo.
Or darkness, whenever.
Oh
someone
my
insults
goodness
her.
sakes.
It's like, hey,
Sumo!
I'll take the blow. Oh no.
Also very true, yes. Specifically sumo. That is so weird. I get why, but so weird.
I get why, but weird. So
No other games, only sumo.
So if I were to look at this from a childhood perspective, I imagine a girl liking a boy ever since like they were young.
Yes.
And just growing up and like having a crush on that person forever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you make this wholesome and not creepy. Because if you take it any other way other than, yeah, she's pretending to suck a dick when she's a kid with a cucumber, I'm like, okay, hold on. Hold on, wait.
Hold up 1 second.
Hold up. So I'm going to axe that part from my brain.
All right.
And just say,
oh goodness,
I'm okay with the, childhood kind of growing up with them, even if it's a Kappa girl, growing up with it. Unless she kills the person because they said drags them into the water to fuck them. And I'm like, hold on. I'm hoping it's more consensual.
I mean, yes, but hey, don't worry. There's always the no button that's literally right on top of her head.
Do you think she would be into you just nutting it into her dish?
I don't know what that would do. I don't know if that would have enough pressure to cause her to stop, or if that is going to do something to her brain. if that occurs.
What if you put Mountain Dew in it?
Then she becomes a dude bro for like 72 hours.
Hey bro, nice cock. You want to come in this river with me?
Pretty much. What's wrong, bro? You never bathed with your bro before in a lake?
That's cringe.
That's cringe, bro. We should
jump on in. Don't be gay.
Look, you can look. There's even this old rope over there that hasn't been used in centuries. You should totally use that to swing in. Totally, man.
I'll catch you, bro.
Totally, man.
You think you put milk in it, she becomes motherly?
No.
Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah!
I'll go with you there, yes.
Obviously when she's older and not as a kid, because...
yeah, that may have some unintended consequences.
Trying
to think. I wonder if you put coffee in that thing. Like it, and I'm not talking like whatever American coffee.
You're talking black straight.
I'm talking coffee from India type coffee, like completely natural.
She's on the ground convulsing.
On the completely natural Indian coffee.
She will die.
Are you sure she's the one who's gonna die, or you're gonna die from how fast and hard she is crushing your pelvis?
It would be pretty unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
yeah.
Although I see one little side comment I forgot to read.
Yeah.
The boys who play sumo with them and are pushed over and done in during childhood will also... What does it mean, and done in?
Okay, so...
And done in will be pushed over and done by them even more violently after growing up.
Okay, so done in, I think it's like, okay, so the boys who play sumo with them are pushed over and done in... I think it's...
Like done in, like marked?
Yeah. That or they missed a comma, and it's supposed to be done, comma in during childhood, or like
Oh, yeah.
that sort of unintended space sort of thing.
Oh, I gotcha, yeah. Okay, well, at least
But
it's
either
like,
or.
At least it's not until they're older that it's like, okay, fine, then the
Indeed.
Kappa...
The mark shows up like in childhood, but you don't understand the meaning, nor do you get the full equipment to deal with it until you're older.
Yeah, I have 2 ratings for this.
Okay.
I think we're ready to give our ratings, though.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. I have 2 ratings. One, in the scene of a wholesome growing up friend crush mark kind of story.
Indeed.
Like I'm in love with a Kappa who's marked me or something like that. I'm like, okay,
Right.
that's cute. I can see that being a cute story
Okay.
since childhood thing. That would give that like a 5.
Okay.
This is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 1.
Goodness sakes, fair enough. Goodness sakes.
I'm all down for degeneracy
Yeah.
and lewdness.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just the terminology that was in this while reading it threw me off.
Fair. Oh, that is absolutely fair. Trying to think. Brain. My final rating, I think, what am I gonna give this? This is probably like a 5.5 for me, I'll be real.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's not really much going on here. This is pretty down the middle sort of monster girl in all things considered. The only reason it got a 0.5 was because I'm really curious about like the little dish on their head. I'm very curious about experimenting with that, but that's about it.
I imagine like, because it's water up there, and I've always wondered, whenever I looked at a Kappa, they've got a Tyler 1 dent in their fucking head, and it's filled with water.
Right.
And I'm like, is there a brain in there?
Maybe.
And I'm like,
the water could be their neuron juice. Do you want to think on that anymore? Probably not.
I mean, kind of.
Oh, goodness sakes.
I can't give this too much, honestly.
That's honestly fair, but
I can give Kinko Cross's drawing a lot because it gave her a fat ass.
Indeed.
But I mean, other than that,
but that is also beyond the point. I mean, also, what's it? Also, funny enough, I almost forgot about that. If the dish on their head dries up, they'll lose their strength and they'll become more sensitive. I think that's pretty funny. Get an air dryer and just completely.
So mean. You get a sponge and you just drop it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, you know what I would do with them?
What? Get a towel?
No, you know those little dinos that are the pills that you
Oh
drop
my
them in?
goodness sakes, the little bath bomb dinos.
Yeah, I would drop them into her head and be like, grow, my children. She'd be like, what? And as she gets stupider as it drains the water away.
Basketball of chia in there. A chia pet.
I'm gonna give this a 2.
Just for that?
I want to give it a 2 just because I can grow dinosaurs in her head.
Okay. Phrasing, but alright. I'm still...
How is that phrasing? I'm so curious. I'm gonna get... Wait, hold on.
I'm still giving my 5.5. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, what would you rate a Kappa girl?
Please tell us down in the comments below.
Yes.
Also, please check out the socials. You can always check out the wonderful artist that's going to be doing this.
Indeed.
You can also check out Trevor on his own socials.
Indeed. But along with that, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing. And if you want updates on the show, as Spencer has already mentioned, our Twitters are available in the description, as well as my own, and as well as the most important part, the artist for this episode. But yeah, until then, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in the next episode.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.